I don't know what toy you want brought back from your childhood, but evidently somebody wanted a Casio watch, one of those throwback things from, what was that, the 80s?
I think they had them in the 80s and the 90s. There's kind of an updated version, like a G-Shock, that I know that my sons liked, and that's what this one is. But this is retro for real.
Yeah, something's coming back.
Yeah.
I know I alluded to what do you want brought back, but somebody wants this Casio watch brought back, and it's a G-Shock, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if they renamed it.
I don't know, maybe to bring it into
Because it looks
today.
like it. It looks like it.
It looks like just the ones we had in the 90s.
But this is a Super Mario version of it.
Well, I think there is a new movie coming out, Super Mario Brothers.
Oh,
and so
okay.
it's kind of tied in with
Swag.
that a little bit.
Swag for the movie.
But it's kind of a throwback both ways with the Casio watch, as well as, even though Super Mario is still, I think, a thing. I don't really play video games
All the
anymore,
different colors. What's
Yeah.
this, red?
It's like red and gold and white. And it's very cool. It's very cool looking.
Yeah,
It's going to cost you a little bit, though.
What?
I think it's $125.
For that?
I think so, for a plastic watch.
Really?
Oh yeah, but I remember that, like the Swatch watches and the Casio watches, they were all a little pricey back in the day.
First digital watch you've ever seen in your life were these things.
They really were.
Right?
Or I remember, oh my goodness, what a throwback. My dad had this huge faced watch, first like digital readout, and I was like, that is super cool. Now in my head, it looks so antiquated.
I'm sure.
So
Yeah.
antiquated.
Take a look at her fancy Apple Watch she has on her wrist.
You too, buddy.
Oh, I wasn't talking about mine.
Okay, I bet.
Not at all. So what toy would you want to be brought back from your childhood? And why? 800-447-7234. What was it for you, Scott?
The big wheel.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, just running that thing up and down.
What was
the
that?
driveway.
What was that noise you just made?
That's me on the big wheel.
Yeah, that was.
But it didn't have a motor.
No, but it was like plastic wheels on the
Yeah.
gravel or on the.
Yeah, but it was a
and
sharper
the brake
sound.
on the side. You go really fast and then yank up on the brake and spin it
out. Yes.
Oh man,
That
That's
was
what I want back.
awesome.
But one that I can fit in,
what?
like an adult version big wheel.
Oh yeah, they have them. They're called Harleys, and they're three-wheelers.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
His radio.
It's Rob and Lizz in the morning. 800-447-7234. What about you, Jill?
Tinker toys. Just the imagination that you can get with the little pieces and putting them all together. I mean, now with the computers, I don't think children are using their imaginations as much.
I remember Tinker Toys, but I also remember getting one of my sons the Lincoln Blocks. And how much
Oh.
fun we had with those things.
Lincoln Logs, right?
Oh, I said blocks, didn't I? Logs, yeah. Lincoln Logs.
I never played with either of those things, Tinker Toys or Lincoln Logs. So I was a Barbie kind of a girl.
She missed out on life.
I guess I did.
There's so much you can learn from a Tinker Toy.
You know, we had Legos. My boys had Legos.
Yeah.
But I mean, they can still get Legos, so.
Yeah, you still get Tinker Toys, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And the Lincoln Blocks.
I-
Blocks.
I remember a lemon twist. That's what you hooked it onto your ankle, and then you sort of skipped and jumped around it. Oh, I spent hours and hours. That'd be a great exercise tool to use today.
Yeah.
Rather than a jump rope, something a little different.
That and a hula hoop.
You're listening to Rob and Lizz in the morning.
On his radio.
For Joseph, it turned out to be a gag gift, and then it turned into a thing. It's Rob and Lizz in the morning, his radio. Yeah, he framed a picture of himself,
Yeah?
put it on Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah, he did.
sold it for $10.
Yeah, he did.
31,000 people want it.
And there's been requests for more copies of it. There was one guy that messaged him and he was like, look, I want to get one of these for like my whole family or whatever. And so, so he's thinking about doing more and sending them out.
It's still on Facebook Marketplace too.
So he's
it's
selling
crazy.
more.
Here's what he says. This is his ad. This is literally just a framed photo of me. Compliments any room, makes great gifts for children and adults, promotes a welcoming, warm, and happy start to your day. Maybe throw me on your nightstand. Wake up with a smile. Take me on walks with your children. Bring me to your favorite national park.
Do you normally take a framed photo?
Right?
On the road
Travel
with you?
internationally with me by your side. A framed photo of this guy.
Yep, beautiful oak frame, able to withstand perilous occasions.
Isn't that wild?
This guy is why he would think to do something like this.
And people are literally buying it.
Well, you know what? Here's what I know. When I go to buy frames in places like Hobby Lobby, Target, wherever you're going, it has a picture of a family or a person or a child or a woman or, so this is a thing. I mean, they come with
Yeah,
pictures.
but that's just to show you what it's going to look like with a picture in it.
Like you can't visualize your baby's face inside that frame?
No.
Okay. There was some TV show, was it Friends, where the grandma gave Phoebe like pictures with people in it?
I have no idea.
To represent family members?
Really?
Yeah. And she thought they were like extended
That was
family
her family?
members.
Okay.
For years. And so maybe that's what this guy is doing. Like, I'm your cousin
No.
Stewie from North Dakota.
But people are buying it,
They are.
putting it on their nightstand,
$10.
putting it in the fridge.
Like-
Someone put it in their bathroom.
In their bathroom next to the hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Uncle Stewie next to the sanitizer.
Facing the toilet. How creepy.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
Joseph thought, this is a nickel. He's walking the beach. Actually, he has a metal detector. He calls himself a comber.
A comber?
Yeah, I thought it was for hair.
I did too. I was like,
But
comb over?
anybody, yeah, he's a comber. Must be a new metal detector. I almost said medical. Metal detector. So he's combing the beach. He finds a nickel. He goes down. He digs it out of the sand. Turns out to be a really big diamond ring.
Ooh.
Huge rock. He's like, this has got to be expensive.
Score.
Turns out, after he got it checked out, it was $40,000
$40,000
for a ring.
That must have been like 12-carat rings.
Somebody lost it. He tracked down the owner through social and gave it back.
Good.
And he says, you know what? It's okay. It would have been nice that, $40K would have been mine, but I couldn't keep it if I could find the owner, and I found the owner. So he's got the whole journey of bringing the ring back. You'll see it on his social media. But he said, you know what? Usually when I find its home, I find something better after that.
Oh, my goodness.
Right?
Just doing the right thing. What a good heart.
And how's he going to top the 40K?
He's going to
Right?
find a car.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
On his radio.
3:30 in the morning, family gets a call. You need to come down to your restaurant like right now because there has been a burglary.
That's horrible.
I know. It's an Italian restaurant. They get there and they realize that whoever comes in and takes it grabs the safe. Like, I don't know how they got it out of the wall, but drug it through the restaurant to get it out. Weren't even worried about the money that was in there. You know what they are most upset about? There were some recipes for the pasta that they sell, for all those, the sauces and everything, handwritten by their grandmother.
Oh, no way.
Handwritten.
Oh, that's precious.
And it had been passed down to, the sisters, the family.
So
of
they
this
have
woman.
it in the safe.
They had it in the safe.
Oh, man.
I mean, where do you put your most prized possessions? You put them.
You want to keep it safe in the safe.
Fireproof, the whole thing. And they said literally not even worried about any kind of money, any kind of anything.
They just want grandma's
want
recipes back. Huh?
$5,000 reward they've put up.
Really?
Not for the money. They don't even care about, trying to get the person, get them to jail, anything like that. They just want these recipes.
I hope they get it
And,
back.
and Grandma had put them in a book, like a recipe book.
Yeah?
That she hadn't pasted, cut out cards like I do and put them places so I don't forget. She had literally gone through and written every recipe she'd ever used.
Like in a 3-ring binder kind of thing?
Sort of, yeah. And, the pages are a little tattered, a little worn, a little stained from the bolognese sauce, the Alfredo.
You said Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
In my mind, for some reason, I have the vision of these written in Italian.
Oh, they are. They're
Oh, for
written,
real?
Oh, yeah. They're written
No
in
way.
Italian. Yeah. Yeah. So
That makes it
gnocchi-
even more priceless.
Well, it makes it because she came here to this country and, she still spoke Italian and passed that down to her family and that love of food. And that was the inspiration for the restaurant.
That's all they have of grandma
That's all
right
they have.
now,
The
but
last piece
still-
she's already passed on.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Please, just give
Get it
that
back.
Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
Merry Christmas. Your Christmas music station is right here. Rob and Liz, his radio. We're hearing from Eddie today at 800-447-7234.
I wanted to leave a comment to let everybody know that since finding this radio station less than a week ago, that I have prayed for guidance and I have been guided in so many ways to the right path. If it wasn't for this radio station, I don't know where I would be at this moment. Again, thank you and continue praying for me for guidance and let my path the faith to keep on. So God bless, and thank you for everything the show do.
Oh, no, Eddie, thank you for getting in contact. We hear from Eddie in text quite often now since he's been listening for about a week, a little more than a week, which is just so great. And he's just growing and loving Jesus.
Yeah, the first time we really heard from him and started that communication was the day before Thanksgiving. And he was just, saying those things like, wow, I can't believe I found your station just a day or so ago. And now he's all in, and he is learning more about Jesus and really cultivating that relationship.
And that's because of you. Seriously, you're sharing the hope of Jesus with others with your gift of support to His Radio. Next week is our Sharathon. And in 4 days, starting on Tuesday, in 4 days, we are raising the biggest budget goal that we've ever had in His Radio's history. It's amazing to see the growth of His Radio and the people that His Radio reaches, nearly 500,000 a week. A week? Man, that's sharing the hope of Jesus. With $30 a month, people are doing that. And with next week and this big goal that we have, your Jumpstart gift today is gonna help people just like Eddie.
Yeah, if you think back the first day that this station was available to listen to and how it's grown with an app and online and the text, and that's because of you and your gift. So if you would like to get involved and be part of this, you can text the word GIVE to 800-447-7234, hisradio.com, the My His Radio app. Share Jesus with others.
Rob and Lizz in the morning.
On His Radio.
Rob and Lizz in the morning. Here's this 4-year-old, and she heard word that some people didn't like what she was wearing.
Oh, she did not. And she told her mama about it. She told her mama what she thought about these people hating on her skirt.
This 4-year-old had this to say.
Sinful. Però a me ha detto che tipo di sensuali. Io sei con la minigonna per fatte. Ma io mi sono messa la minigonna. Tu fatti i tuoi. Brava. Oh. Però pensa alla tua minigonna, non pensate alla mia minigonna.
What she's basically saying is, mind your business.
Is that what that means?
Literally. Well, not literally. That's not the perfect translation, but pretty much she said, I can wear my skirt, but you mind your business and you worry about your skirt. That's what's at 4 years old. So she's doing the finger purse is what they call it when you take, like, she was a brava and what I don't speak Italian. So she's holding
yeah, clearly.
She's holding her little fingers together while she's talking. It's a very what I think of an Italian grandmother when she would be very passionate about something, telling you, and she's holding her little fingers together to emphasize. That's what this 4-year-old is doing. And mind your business.